Today I'm flying with Emirates from Bangkok to Dubai, and I'm in the taxi right now on my way to the airport. It's quite early in the morning. My departure time will be around 10 a.m. So let's go. It's time to check in. The counter are right behind me. It's always so easy to recognize Emirates counter with a red color. The check-in process was very smooth and very quick. The check-in agent was very friendly and professional. It was very good transaction. Beautiful so far. Now let's go to passport control and security, and let's hit the terminal. Passport control and security were seamless. It literally took me 10 minutes to pass both. Departing from Bangkok around 10 a.m. is actually a recommendation because the airport is not very busy. Everything is so smooth. Check-in, security, passport control. Inside the terminal on the air side, it's not as busy as I've seen it before because this airport could be really, really crowded. It's very pleasant. It's not noisy, and you can walk around without slaloming between passengers. So, yeah, a very good time to depart. Today is Friday, by the way. And we need to take a train to go to my gate. This train was quite fast. I'm glad I actually took the train early. I was a bit concerned that there might not be any coffee because I really need a cappuccino right now. But actually, the duty-free area is quite large, and I will find everything I need. We are over 1 hour, a little bit more than 1 hour before departing time, and there is already ground staff present at the gate, standing, greeting guests. Very nice first impression at the gate, which is actually so beautiful. I managed to get my essential Thai takeaway, dry fruit, especially dry mango. And fortunately, a great coffee shop right near the gate. I'm so glad I had the time to grab myself a beautiful cappuccino from the Coffee Club, which is actually an Australian brand, and usually Australian coffee brands are really, really good. Today we're gonna ride this beautiful bird behind me, or should I call it a beast, a 380 800. I'm so excited. It's time to board the aircraft.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi there. Second right, please.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Boarding started right on time and was super smooth with no queue inside the air bridge or the cabin. Each seat was perfectly presented with beautifully pre-placed pillow, blankets and headset. The cabin crew was present in the cabin, greeting each passenger with a smile and assisting them. A foldable and extendable tray table and a coat hook. The seat pocket space was incredible, so wide and stretchy. Also, there was a smaller one to place smaller items. The USB-A port was ideally located on the seat back as well as a universal power outlet. Leg space, seat pitch, overall seat comfort was simply superb. Particularly the foldable headrest. No need to bring a travel pillow on this flight. Additionally, the blanket and pillow were very comfortable. And the wide angle of the seat recline was simply outstanding. And there were individual air vents mounted on the ceilings. I really like the branding touch on the wall partitions with sandy patterns. Yet I did find the color of the seats and the carpet to be a bit dated, but maybe that's only me. However, the ambient cabin lighting, perfectly managed by the cabin crew throughout the flight, made up for it. The whole lower deck economy class cabin was split into 3 sections, which gave it a sense of coziness. Lavatories were absolutely stunning for economy class and perfectly maintained by the cabin crew throughout. Actually, not that perfect. The toilets were absolutely stunning for an economy class cabin, I must say. And there were toiletries, an eau de toilette and a lotion. Yet they were fixed, so it was not very easy to use. The 3-4-3 configuration with 10 seats across still felt very spacious, with wide aisles. But also too spacious was the gap between each seat, which affected my privacy from the passenger behind. But I found a trick. Just by placing the pillow, it worked well. Before takeoff, the cabin crew distributed food menu from a silver tray and by hand and correctly oriented. Thank you. I just wished it also included the beverage selection. On ground, the captain made a very articulate, warm and welcome PA, which is not always the case. And he managed to take off right on time from Bangkok airport, which is not an easy thing to do. Thanks to the marvel of this aviation world, Emirates in-flight entertainment system called ICE, I didn't envy being seated in a window seat, as it was equipped with 3 high-resolution outboard cameras. This leads me to speak about ICE, the beast, the best, Emirates in-flight entertainment system, which wins awards after awards every year. No one can beat this system, it's just simply perfect. When you fly Emirates, there's no need to download digital material ahead. They cover everything for you. It's just simply amazing. UX UI experience, screen size and tiltable angle were impressive, and the headphone provided in economy class provided a great sound. And to complement, inside the seat pocket there was an ICE magazine with TV programs and duty-free. From a silver tray, water and savory biscuits were offered right after takeoff. Very nice. And the ceiling dimming light created a cozy atmosphere in the cabin. 40 minutes after takeoff, the meal service already started. It wasn't the fastest I've ever seen, but definitely not the slowest. I truly appreciated how the tray was presented with all labels facing the guest. Great attention to detail from the airline catering and of course the cabin crew. Metal cutlery? Nice. Thank you Emirates for passenger convenience and for the planet. Inside the cutlery slip there was salt but no pepper. Oh, wait a minute. I just needed to shake it a bit. The bread roll was not warm, actually a bit cold instead. A bun, nothing special. Yet, taste-wise, it was moist, brioche with a nice texture. Good quality bread for economy after all. The appetizer, described on the menu as a white lettuce salad with spring onion and sesame oil, looked appealing, topped indeed with sesame seeds, scallions and chili flakes. It was a very well presented side dish and colorful. Taste-wise, it was simply outstanding, with crunchy lettuce and a pronounced yet not dominantly sesame flavor, and the level of spiciness was mild, spiced but not spicy. A very well seasoned dish, perfectly marinated and not oily. Plus it was on theme with a kind of Thai exotic flavor. Amazing. Despite the physical menu available, the cabin crew introduced each main dish elegantly as she said, "Would you like the sweet and sour fish fillet with fried rice or the roasted chicken with broccoli and potatoes?" Great job! I chose the seafood option and the pineapple sweet and sour flavor was there, but the carrots were overcooked as well as the rice, but the biggest laydown was the clearly undercooked fish. It wasn't a great dish. And also the butter was a bit too hard.
For dessert, it was a Thai pandan pudding. The montage of the dessert wasn't the most delicate, yet it still looked yummy, with coconut shavings on top and an exotic appearance. It was absolutely delicious, with a fantastic texture and a well-balanced pandan flavor, even if the pumpkin sauce was tasteless. I must say, in my Bangkok stay, I didn't taste a Thai dessert as delicious, not even close. In conclusion, the level of service offered in economy class for this single meal service was superb. I was lucky and the cabin crew working in my section was one of a kind, yet it was a great culinary experience overall. Examples: when offering red wine, she presented the bottle and showed the label, and also she introduced the meal options elegantly instead of just saying chicken or fish. When clearing my tray, she said, "May I clear it for you?" instead of just grabbing it without a word. Outstanding was I was offered a drink or refill 3 times in a single meal service. Wow. The only regret perhaps is I just wish she asked for feedback about my main course since I barely touched it. So now it was time to relax, and the ambient lighting helped a lot. And I was seated only 3 rows from the single galley in economy class, and the cabin crew walked in silence. I could almost hear a fly fly. However, during cruise, I just wished the cabin crew addressed this male passenger who was standing there in front of exit row passengers for about 20 minutes, showing his backside. Not a nice view. The cabin crew distributed a drink and a couple of snacks, which included a protein bar and a gluten-free fruit snack, healthy and generous. Overall, I truly enjoyed this flight, almost perfect, except perhaps for the undercooked main course. But is there such thing as a perfect flight? You tell me. The cabin crew presence and engagement were on par, the service was efficient and friendly, the toilets were maintained clean throughout, and during disembarkation, which was a breeze by the way, with no queuing, a warm farewell was offered by the cabin crew. Hey, thank you for watching till the end, and if you enjoy this video, you know what to do. See you soon.